Hello! Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Hi. Let's get the boys in here, shall we? Let's fucking get the boys. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's all falling. Oh my god, they exploded. We got a bit. Oh, when that guy. Where that guy went. Anyway, we got a little tip jar there now. So
I was saying that.
Hey, we're live. Anytime there's tips or cheers or follows or anything, you'll see them plummet from the sky into the little glass there. So there you go.
Yay!
Hello. Oh, and here comes a couple from JL right now. Here they come. Let's watch.
Oh.
Let's watch them fall. Oh, here they go. Here they go.
Broke.
Oh, one of them bounced out, but one stayed in. Okay, good.
There.
What fun we're having with stupid crap to put on the video.
Yes.
You can tell just how easily entertained we are.
It's like, oh, is it going to stay in?
Jesus.
That was 200 bits. Thank you, JL. Much obliged. Oh my god, oh, here he goes. Hold on, he's trying again. Second time's the charm. We've got two faces. Oh, here they go, here they go. Oh, out. No, oh, one, oh, no, it bounced the other one out. Oh,
well done.
Skinslip is now hosting. Does it do those ones too? Are we going to see that fly across the screen?
Oh.
Nope, apparently not.
Pathetic and lonely.
Oh, well, sorry.
I was going to say, we're like the people that sit in a meeting and watch like the DVD screensaver just bounce to the corners of the TV.
Taking bets on what's going to hit the other corner.
Yeah.
Is this screensaver ever going to get the end as me?
Sorry, what were you going to say, Cass?
That was it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Ta-da!
I have some pickups this week. 3. Oh, wow. Jail is trying again. Get in the jar, dang it. Here they go. Oh, damn it.
Maybe they always pop out a little bit.
At least one fell
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
It's always one.
they were like both on a perfect track, too.
They were.
Yeah.
And one didn't hit the other. It just bounced off. Apparently something in there is really bouncy. I don't know.
Probably your face.
Yeah, I think my face is in there somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh, Seth Angel is trying with 199.
Maybe that's the
There you go.
secret.
Just throw it 199 of them.
Oh, down it goes. Oh, and it's good. There we go. Okay.
Oh, hey! Did you think JL's was cursed then?
This is what our show has become,
What?
ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Bit Cup show.
I am cooking some steak. The steak was on sale today, so I bought like 9 steaks. I'm not cooking all 9 right now. Just 3 of them. The others went in the freezer
all
for a
the
rainy day.
steak.
Greetings,
Katrine.
Katrine!
All the steak that you have.
All the steak, yes. I
You
also
may have
got.
heard me say I want a lot of steak. I want all the steaks that you have.
That's right. I was so happy when I actually got to that episode. I was like, oh my god, it's the line! It's the line! This is it! As soon as he was sitting at the counter, I recognized it. I was like, oh my god, this is the one, isn't it? Looking very despondent.
I still like the one where he goes. They're at the grocery store and he keeps throwing away the turkey bacon.
Oh, it was the vegetarian bacon.
Vegetarian bacon.
Oh yeah.
There's absolutely no meat in it. Would you like to try a piece? Yes, please. So he takes it, immediately throws it in the bin. May I have another piece? Like, sure. Throws it in the bin. What? Why do you keep doing that? So no one else will have to taste it?
Like I said, that or his round desk with the swivel chair.
Oh, that one's great. The woman jogging around the desk trying to talk to him. He just keeps spinning and spinning. Oh, Ron Swanson. You're my favorite asshole in the world.
I haven't actually seen that, but I could just picture it.
Oh, there's plenty.
That's the best part.
I will find an animated GIF for you because there are a ton of those.
You really need to watch that showcast. It is so.
I know.
It is so you.
I've seen a good chunk of, I think, the second season.
Speaking of which, I need to get back to it. I got up to season 4. I've just got like the last couple to do. I don't want it to be over. I'm loving it so much.
Thanks, Blade.
Thanks, Blade. 300. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Yeah, and it's good. I think maybe that's the trick, is just do one at a time. Because when you get two, they get too aggressive. Oh, I just noticed the animated GIFs stay animated in the cup.
Yep.
Occasionally, the girl is face palming.
Massive hands.
She's getting buried under everything. Oh, here we go. Jail's trying again. Get in the jar. Oh, one of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We got none of them.
Jail just can't win today.
Oh,
So frustrated.
The one didn't even come close. It's like went on the wrong trajectory. Then the other just boing, out it goes.
Oh, I think I need to move. I need to move this over a little bit. There we go. Okay.
There you
What?
go.
Oh,
There you
oh,
go. Ask Facebook.
oh. Oh, there we go. Holy moly.
Where did the... Oh.
Oh, where's Big Leo's? Come on. Oh. Seriously, rip off. Sorry, Big Leo. I don't know why it didn't do you. Alright, Zorro, here we go. Oh, these ones are glitching out. Holy moly. Oh, oh, yeah, look at that. Jail's just trying as many as he can to get in there.
One of them has to go in.
Oh, 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 oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh! That's okay. That was better. What have we become? This has literally become the show. We're just watching the bit jar.
No.
Oh, rim shot. Fucking rim shot.
We have become the cheering section for the bit jar. This is what we have
Originally,
become.
we're called Cheers, so we're the cheering section for the Cheers.
Oh my god. Okay, so... Oh, no. Oh, no, god.
Oh, Toko on point already. Thundercats ROAR, is there an Isaac?
So, yeah, okay. There's a new Thundercats series coming out. Oh, yay! I love Thundercats. I can't wait for a new, modern, edgy, sci-fi, fantasy, action-adventure series of deep storytelling and compelling characters. Let me just show you a picture here.
I can't even explain it. Here,
I'm just going to show you a picture. hold on.
Picture
I
says
have
it all.
this. This really just says it all, right here.
Picture's worth 1,000 words, you know.
Picture is. So we're getting. So it's being. So the title of the show is Thundercats ROAR. So it's going to be really, really going to up the action quotient, I think, and the big badass title like that, this is going to be some serious Thundercats. That means serious business. Let's check this out. Here's the promo artwork here. That yeah. What the fuck is that? So it's Steven Universe, but shittier. Or I should say,
Universe is really cool.
Hold on. I was gonna say I should say Steven Universe, but shitty, because Steven Universe is actually. Whoa, my God! It just. Holy shit! Wow, JL. I think you're making it worse. Apparently, Steven Universe is really good, and actually does. I mean, that's the style it is, and that's what it has always been. Now, here's the problem. This is as bad as it looks. They have literally taken Thundercats and turned it into a goofy comedy. It is not
from the creator's mouth. He said he grew up with the show, and the world that they created just begs itself to be a comedy, pretty much.
No, it doesn't.
That's what he said. He goes,
I know.
He goes, the world just, the world they created, it just screams to be a comedy.
Yeah.
I go, oh yeah, because having your home planet destroyed and being chased by pirates and then being naked and then having to survive on an alien planet and try not to get killed by an evil demonic mummy, something like that. Oh, comedy.
Absolutely, a comedy.
Because that is just the most hilarious plot that I've ever damn seen.
I like the part
so many jokes in there.
That guy tried to kill him.
That was so funny when their home planet blew up and all their people died, and that they were the last survivors of their entire species.
All those times Tiger tripped over his own whip. It's so fun. That was actually pretty funny.
That's like the only thing.
But that's the thing. We make in-jokes about that shit, right?
It wasn't supposed to be funny, but, we kind of made it.
About how useless Tigra is.
What it makes me kind of think of, what was I going to say now?
I don't know.
I had the thought like 2 minutes ago when I was trying to talk. And then,
and it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah. Well, the idea of the fuck.
The idea of the fuck, yes.
Don't worry, Twitch is being twitchy right now, so you have time.
Okay, so the idea of the death of the home planet apparently being funny and thus a comedy. It makes me think of when they made Uncle Buck into a very short-lived TV series. Because it's like the movie had, perfectly plausible premise. The parents have to go away for a family emergency, and crazy Uncle Buck comes in and watches them. Antics ensue. But it's like with an ongoing TV series, it's like they were like, we need a reason for the parents to be away for the whole series.
Constantly.
So it's like, hey, I'm Uncle Buck, your parents are dead.
So this is the guy.
That's going to be a Twitch clip.
He looks so happy. Look at him, he looks so happy right now.
First off, when you see him in the interview, he looks either that he's really tired or really stoned, possibly both. I just want to cut that fucking ponytail off the top of his head. Like, I can't
listen.
I can't take him seriously.
I didn't even notice it, and now I can't unsee it.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't not see it. It's like the whole time he was talking, my eyes just kept drifting up to this ponytail man bun thing on his head. I'm like, wow, could you possibly have a more douchey personal aesthetic?
I'm just imagining Sean as the interviewer. before we go on.
Hey,
So you were saying about the Thundercats.
before this gets out of control here,
Uh-huh.
I have to say I'm not really a fan of personal attacks. I feel like, that's not going to make your argument any more valid.
No, I know,
to be
but...
fair,
Hey,
to be fair, this guy does look terrible. I'm
hey,
just saying,
let's just stop the personal attacks. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not productive. It's reductive.
it is.
Yeah.
We
but
don't
he
like
looks
reductive arguments.
terrible.
It doesn't matter. We don't like reductive arguments. Let's talk about the actual show, which matters.
Cool.
Poor-
I can't take him seriously
Poor guy.
because he looks terrible.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Anyway, Mr. Man Bun was doing his interview. And the whole time he's talking about how, I grew up with Thundercats and watched all... You were born in 1984. You were 1 when it originally aired. Hey,
I was born in 1984, and I watched Thundercats and Saturday morning cartoons. Don't even.
Okay. So
it was on fucking syndication until the mid-90s.
Repeats then. Whatever. Anyway... Those of us who actually were around when it first came out and have been fans for literally our entire lives, I'd say are a little more qualified to say that. Simply because we've been fans longer and have cherished it longer.
Take your gatekeeper and shove it up your ass.
No, that is time. Time is not arguable.
I honestly don't even think you have to be a fan of the show to look at that and go like, wow.
Yeah, but I mean, just saying that it has always lent itself to being a goofy comedy is ridiculous. Then you did not understand the show, Mr. Guy who was supposedly a fan of it forever. It's like...
I feel like maybe he just forgot what the show was about and just has these memories of these things that he, in retrospect, finds funny.
The other thing is...
Maybe they're not actually funny, but he thinks they are. You know what I mean?
He talks about how awesome the intro was for the original show, which it is, and it still is to this day. Anybody who says otherwise is full of shit. So they wanted to have an awesome intro for their show. And, the intro's fine. However, when you stop and think about what the purpose of that intro is, and he explains it, he says basically... the original show had this wonderful, rich backstory about, them losing their home planet and being chased to the third Earth and blah, 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 and then having to deal with Mumra. We convey that entire backstory in our amazing opening sequence. It's like, okay. So you can just dispense with all of that, annoying plot stuff and get to the jokes. Is that the idea here? Fuck this show up its fucking ass. I'm so fucking sick and tired of people taking these properties from my childhood and everybody else's childhood and doing remakes of them that completely shit all over what the original premise of the show was, what the original concept of the show was, what the original tone of the show was, what the show fucking was. It is not a goofy comedy. You call yourself a fucking fan of the original and say it was a goofy comedy? You are not a fan of the fucking original.
Yeah.
You promised a rant in InSaNiTy, and I would say he's delivered.
Well then, okay.
Nerd rage.
You say so. I'm not one to declare someone's is or is not a fan. If you like the comedy aspects of Thundercats, then, and that's what you remember, you're still a fan to me. I don't get that.
But what comedy aspect are you talking about?
Oh my god! Have you just watched the whole show? There is comedy in it. Snarf is comedy. He's a fucking slapstick in the show.
Fair enough.
Look, there is comedy in the show. Sean has fucking rose-colored glasses. Now, it's not like a comedy show, so I don't necessarily agree with the tone of this new show, and I don't really like the Steven Universe style art personally. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, the rage, like, I get it. He's angry because it's a personal show to him. But, like, I don't know. I don't like calling people fans who are fans in their way not fans. That's gatekeeping bullshit that I just don't agree with. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree. That's no true Scotsman. You know it. You know it. And you are standing here. You let him do no true Scotsman without criticizing him. I'm disappointed in you, Justin. You are better than that.
So, the thing is, I get that there's this whole culture that I fucking hate of these people hating on everything new that comes out that's based on old things, right? And I hate it because there's been a bunch of new stuff that's come out that people hate on for no fucking reason. It's actually really good, and they won't give it a fucking chance, right? And that is, in some ways, what this feels like, I'm sure, to some people. But
and we haven't seen it in the show. We don't know. We don't know if it could be a really entertaining show. Now, it may not be Thundercats, but let's not shit on the show until we see it. It could be an interesting, fun show as its own thing. I'm just saying.
Like, there are valid arguments based on what we have seen so far.
I'm not the same.
What the guy who made this show has said that indicate that it's not going in the right direction, that it's not...
I agree, but...
being respectful.
No, I don't know if it's disrespectful, though. I don't know, because I haven't seen the show yet. When I see the show, I can make that assessment. I can only say, I think it might be disrespectful. It doesn't appear like it's my... It doesn't appear like it's my thing, but I don't know until I've actually seen an episode. I had to see some episodes. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anyone's opinion's wrong. I'm saying I think that maybe waiting and seeing a few episodes might, or an episode at least, might be a bit more prudent. So we don't torpedo something that might be really good. We don't know. It could be really good and very well written and funny, but reverent, and like you don't know because you've seen the intro and like this much of a teaser. This much. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
We've also heard his comments.
You should be worried. You should be worried.
We heard the comments from the show creator.
Yeah. And that makes me worried, but that doesn't mean... But that doesn't... He made a very successful show. So it could still be a good show, is my point. Regardless if it's faithful to the Thundercats. I'm just saying, I'm just going to wait, see an episode, and judge from there. I'm very worried about it because it doesn't look like a very good interpretation. But I'm also not going to torpedo it right away. I'm going to give it a chance. Like I gave the past remake, the reboot show a chance. That sucked ass too, by the way. And that looked way more faithful to Thundercats.
I didn't really like that reboot. It wasn't very good.
No, but it was
very hopeful for it, though.
That one was bad for several other reasons.
Right, but it was faithful adaptation, but it still sucked. But this could be unfaithful adaptation, but be good and still watchable, right? But you gotta be like, okay, this isn't canon, clearly. This is some weird thing that's inspired by it, but... You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I won't watch it because I just don't like that art style. I don't like Steven Universe. I don't like
Steven Universe.
I don't like any of those kind of shows that just... Because it feels like... I don't know, for me, the way the animation specifically comes across to me when I watch it is they're taking something that's supposed to be, I guess, you know, I don't know if obviously with Gumball or Steven, I've never watched Steven Universe. As I'm guessing that's a serious plot show.
Yes and no. There's a bit of both, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna say that this is gonna be bad because it might be both. It could be serious and funny.
So I don't know. I don't have a background with that. All I know is I've watched, you know, Gumball. I've watched the shows like Flapjack. I've praised Flapjack in the past, but that was supposed to be a comedy. So anyway. But that whole animation style, it kind of feels like they're taking something and then they're just kind of making it cutesy on purpose to appeal to a very young audience.
I think that's just that guy's style. I think it's his notable style. I think that's just what it is. It's like an artist. Right. It's like
he's not the only one.
You know, he has a style.
Yeah, it is a style, but I don't really think it's his. It's like
I think it is though. It's not his, but maybe his studio's or whatever. I don't know. I just think like I don't agree with the style. I don't think it looks good, but
no, it seems very.
I'll watch an episode, maybe two. If
it seems very. I call it easy.
Easy.
It's very simple. The designs of the characters, like I've nothing against his art style, but I've seen my 9-year-old niece draw something that was equally as detailed.
Detail
like no, seriously, I have.
I'm not here to judge the animation style. It's his style, their style, whatever it is. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it and we'll see where it is. I don't.
There might be a lot of effort into it, but it just doesn't look like there was a lot of effort there. It looked very phoned in. It looks very easy. Done very quickly. Yeah, very
not
easy and stuff like that. And it's
and I don't know, like I said, I'll watch an episode to see how it is. I mean, it could be pretty good.
I'm going to be the same way too. I'm not as foaming at the mouth as Sean is, but
but Sean's got it's close to him, man. It's
well, it was for me too. I mean, I like Sean when I was little. I grew up watching Thundercats. I still think Thundercats is a pinnacle, 80s show from that era.
Yeah, it is.
Nails down that kind of serious tone of cartoons that don't pander to children. Like you watch it and you don't feel like
either. We don't know. It's just
oh my god, it looks so much like it does though.
It looks
it
like
comes,
it does.
It comes off very heavily that it does. But like I said, I'm not going to judge it until I see an episode. But just based off of what we're seeing at the current moment, it is pandering city. Like that is
right. But we haven't seen an actual episode. Once again, we just
that's what I'm saying. I'm reserving from saying it is pandering to. It looks like it is.
You would think like something like Adventure Time would pander to children, which it does not. It doesn't pander to children, but it looks like it does. And if you only saw a few clips, you might think it does. So I'm saying like context, right? But Eric said he's gonna watch it. I'm not saying anyone has to watch it. I'm just saying this is my opinion on like I don't know if I'm not gonna condemn it.
Yeah, another one that looks like it would pander to kids and it really doesn't is Regular Show.
I don't really like that show at all either. Like,
but you have to agree
that in that show about Laserdisc. I
saw that episode.
How many kids know what Laserdiscs
There is an episode that actually Billy Mitchell tried to sue because they made a very obvious bloated head joke about him. Amazing. He was a floating head that was just an asshole the entire time.
Well, Billy, why did you think that was about you, man? Why do you see yourself?
They called him like Mr. Mitchell in the show.
Oh,
it was a direct reference.
That's really towing the line. Actually, you gotta be careful.
Oh yeah, it's like it was almost like South Park level of like comedy. Like
yeah, it sounds like South Park, like with the
Razor's Edge.
What Jake Edwards is the giant juice? That's the Blake Edwards. No, Jake Edwards.
Well, his name's Blake Edwards.
Second guy. No, Blake Edwards is the director.
Oh no! Wait,
Anyway, that weird. He won the biggest douche in the universe over a very large plastic douche. Like he literally won it over a sentient douche that's 6 feet tall. And so it's like that. It's like that joke, right?
Yeah.
They towed the line. They got sued for that too, but they won their case also.
I just want to say about Thundercats though. All right.
Right.
The big thing for me that makes me upset about this in particular, and I guess I'm definitely not as upset as Sean. But what gets me,
I understand you upset, by the way.
What annoys me is that, like, the plot behind the show is a pretty dark one if you actually think about it. I mean, equal darkness can be found in things like the fucking Holocaust. I mean, that's worse, obviously, but like, it's a pretty bad thing that happened in this series. An entire fucking planet destroyed, a people left with only like a handful left representing their entire race, ends up on a planet that is not friendly to them with characters that are trying to kill them. Mm-hmm. Nothing about that is like, there should be some kind of reverence to that. Okay. You know what I mean?
You can, first of all, I want to point out, you can make a joke about anything. Period.
Yes.
You can't censor comedy. Period.
Hogan's Heroes.
But it's really, I don't know.
You don't want to be on my side of the argument, Sean. I'm on the opposite side of you. So
yeah,
no, I'm just saying.
I'm simply saying, like, we don't know anything about the show except for clips, and it could be more serious than we know. We don't know. We've only seen like this much. I'm gonna see an episode and go from there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch an episode, obviously, just out of curiosity. But
I will say in Mr. Man Bun's defense.
I don't like man buns either, but I don't like making personal attacks against people.
That's not a personal attack. I just don't.
Unless that person's a real asshole to me, and then in the case,
I don't know his name.
He's an asshole to me. He ruined Thundercats.
That's not a personal attack on you, though.
It's personal
I don't
enough
know.
to
Taking
me.
it personal.
That's his predominant feature.
You taking it personal is your problem, not his. That's my
Yeah.
point.
Okay. Anyway,
What was I saying?
Something about Mr. Man Bun.
Yeah,
And then Skinslip
Oh,
attacked you personally for attacking him personally.
I will defend one thing that he said, and he did show it in that little behind-the-scenes thing, is that he made it very clear that for every joke and every piece of comedy that he puts in, he said, and I quote, that he wants to make it action-packed. He understands the action of the original show, and there's even like drawings of showing like people not smiling, and that kind of stuff. And there's like almost looks like the Doom cover. There's just like piles and piles of bodies and stuff like that, and people swinging. I mean, yeah, there's still the little goofy characters, but but still, like I said, that's the little bit of chance that I'm gonna give it. I'm just saying I'm gonna see
I don't have any
where
hope
that
for it.
goes. Oh no, I have that little.
I'm not from it either. I expect that it will be whatever it fucking is. I don't know.
But like I was saying earlier in
trepidatious.
Cram, when we were talking about the
great word, trepidatious.
the other
I do that sometimes.
the other reboot they tried for Thundercats, it failed for an entirely different reason.
Yeah,
that was trash.
And
it was a good adaptation, visually speaking, but
but this is what happens.
I still haven't watched it. I just heard there was some issues with how the plot developed.
I was just gonna say, the writing was so bad they literally wrote themselves into a corner, to the point to where when they tried to pitch new seasons, the Cartoon Network went like, what? And they canceled it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what happens when you take characters with background and stories, erase all that, and write new backgrounds and stories, and you have no idea where to take it.
Yeah, you have to have a plan. You have to have an arc
and the
in
world they
mind.
created was perfectly fine. I was ready for an alternate universe Thundercats where they were still on Thundera. That I was ready for that. Like I was excited after seeing the first episode, but it just got worse and worse and worse. Like characters started oh my god, I can't remember the character's name.
Something.
No, it was Lino and
Panthro?
Tigra, the pointless
Tigra,
one?
Tigra?
Oh, okay.
They're brothers.
He wasn't pointless in the new segment.
It's like, wait, they're what?
They're related.
What? What?
I don't know, something like that.
Like Panthro was some kind of outcast, and
I don't know.
Tara didn't know how to use her speed ability.
It was a completely different story, to be quite frank.
See, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. So
it was just not a good story. It was badly written.
Yeah,
like,
they did not have good writers.
I didn't feel like the characters betrayed any of their roots. I didn't feel like visually there was, but there's also nothing super interesting there. It was kind of bland as a remake.
The few things I will give it
is
speaking, the art style was fan-fucking-tastic.
The toys were really good too.
Oh, visual! Yeah, I love the visuals in it. I thought it was a terrific.
Fan-fucking-tastic, and the orchestral score and the sounds and the sound effects were spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
it was amazing.
It's up there
so much fun.
The He-Man revival for quality.
You feel your brain oozing out your ears when you watch it.
Definitely the writing. The writing's the problem. That's where it goes downhill.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. Oh, explosion of dog heads.
And it's
Are any of them gonna get into the jar?
Like episode 1, you're like, okay, them good. All right. And episode 3, it's a quick decline. Boom.
Dog head explosion.
Wow.
With
holy fuck.
Sorry, Mike.
All those beagles, none of them landed in.
All of them fell out.
Nope, they all went
one that went in bounced out.
Yes, Crimson Cross, and that's an example I've been using in my arguments towards people saying that, oh, Thundercats can be a comedy, it doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. If they did it as an action-adventure, it would be stale today. It's like, no, fuck you, you're an idiot. Crimson Cross says He-Man from the 2000s was amazing. Yes, it was. That is a perfect example of how to do an updated version of an action-adventure series and have it really well done. It had terrific animation, great cast, beautiful music, and a really deep, compelling, interesting plot. The only reason it didn't last was because, I think it was just because of ratings. Just didn't get quite high enough ratings, so they canceled it. Which is unfortunate, because that one
time schedule around too, which didn't help.
But. Yeah, that one definitely had a plan as far as the story went. They had like several arcs planned out, and they were in the middle of one when it got canceled. So we got some stuff. Got 39 episodes of glorious how to do a remake right. And
I
want Super 7 to, since they have the license now, I want them to produce at least the final episode.
There was a video I was watching earlier about the Thundercats and about the, everything that was shown so far.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was raging in the video, but there was a comment that was left, and I posted it in Cram, and we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said, and I literally just copied and pasted it, and it said, American animators, quote, "We can't do a respectful reboot. The show is too dated."
Yeah.
Japanese animators reboot space battleship Yamato while using animation errors to deepen the setting and incorporating a concept from the Americanized version. Massive hit.
Yeah.
And I go, it's funny how that works.
We were talking. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that in the Cram earlier. Was how in Japan they do reboots, remakes, reimaginings, and updates of classic anime all the time, and very rarely, if ever, does it outrage the existing fan base.
It sometimes does, but it's very.
I do have to. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish it. Sorry.
Oh no, I was done. There you go.
I was gonna say that I do have to say that there are exceptions to the rule, so we do have to at least give a chance, because The Thing was way better than The Thing from Another World, and vastly different, I might say. And I know they're based off both based off the same story, but there's nods to the original. There's a lot of references actually.
But they weren't vastly different, and this is why. They were both claustrophobic horror movies set on an Antarctic research station and were not played for laughs. They were both deadly serious in their own ways.
It's definitely not a horror movie. Totally.
Yeah, but it's still serious. It's a serious movie with a serious, dark tone.
But I'm saying is vastly different versions.
But they're not.
Work. They can work. That's all I'm saying.
It's no. See, that argument doesn't work, because it's not like they did one as a sci-fi or a sci-fi horror and the other as a zany comedy, because that's what we're talking about here.
I mean, I don't know. I think you can do zany comedy out of anything.
Well,
almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, okay. Let's go back to our anime example here. Like, there's been a lot of examples of animes that have been revisited time again over the years. Yamato being a really good one. Gundam has had countless sequels, remakes, spin-offs, alternate universes, etc. Macross has had a whole bunch. Again, remakes, sequels, alternate universes, what have you. Another thing they do in Japan is they will have a comedy series based on a popular franchise. For example, currently we have Attack on Titan, where Attack on Titan also had a spin-off, which is a comedy spin-off called Attack on Titan Junior High. But here's the thing. The comedy spin-off never supersedes the original. It is meant as a companion or a sister series to the original for fans of the original. It's something that is...
That's honestly what I would love to see.
Like, honestly,
if this...
Like,
sorry.
I would have loved this...
Hold on! Jesus Christ, I'm not finished.
No.
So if this was something like that, where they were doing a serious Thundercats that was an actual proper reboot of it of some kind, like some kind of action-adventure, sci-fi, fantasy thing, great. And then this was a sister series just to kind of be a sly wink humor series to fans of the new one and the old one, or both, fine. But the thing that I have a problem with, this is the only thing that's coming, is we're getting the zany comedy. We're not getting an action-adventure or anything.
Well, I mean, Teen Titans, the comic, is a very serious comic, but Teen Titans Go is extremely successful as a slapstick zany comedy show.
Unfortunately,
Teen Titans Go is based on the Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah.
There was a Teen Titans cartoon that superseded or came before.
Yeah.
The Teen Titans Go cartoon.
And the Teen Titans cartoon was a serious
but they weren't on the same
series.
time.
No.
You can ask
they were years and years apart. And so, just like we have
like
Thundercats years and years ago, we can have a funny Thundercats now, years and years later. The original isn't being superseded. It still exists.
No,
I'm pretty sure like
I'm
Teen
not talking about
Titans
superseding the original. I'm saying
was
that there
only
is
like
no
a year before
current
Teen Titans Go.
serious series for this to be a sister series to. We're only getting this comedy series and nothing
Got the series one
else.
in the 80s.
But let me put it this way, all right?
That's
Like-
not what I'm talking
Right.
about. You're missing the point, or just deliberately avoiding it. The
My
point is,
nieces
like
and okay.
in Japan, they have both. They have the serious one and the funny one. Here, I'm saying we're just getting the funny one, and that's the problem.
Okay.
Do you understand now?
But often Japan gets the cool stuff and we don't. Like with everything. Like the other
Well, that's
products
true.
and stuff.
In terms of their media production and consumption, they curb stomp us daily.
All right. So, my nieces and nephew, they grew up watching the original Teen Titans series to the point where they love it so much that even now, when we're in the car together, they turn the theme song on
Mhm.
and listen to it like 3 times while we're in the car, while we're riding or something.
Yeah,
Like,
like you have the original.
They
Yeah.
loved that show. And
lot of
then
people
Teen
did.
Titans Go came out, and they're like, "This is terrible. I hate this. Why did they do this?"
Rosie, Rosie, the target age demographic for a lot of these shows. When the new Reboot came out, the second she saw it, she was like, "Wow, they ruined Reboot," and she wanted nothing to do with it. I watched it. She looked over and asked me how it was. So I was watching it. I was like, "It's as terrible as we thought it was going to be." And she, she kind of glanced over and looked at it a little bit and says, "Yeah, it looks like crap." It's like, it is. But I'm gonna keep watching it. It might get better someday.
I think. Or are we talking about the Guardian show?
Reboot, and then with Thundercats, she heard that there was a new Thundercats series, and like, "Yeah, do you want to see what it's all about?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I showed her the pictures, and she's like, "Go and look at the pictures." It's like, they ruined Thundercats. So then she went to the EW article and she watched the video. She's like, and I just hear her like, "Oh my god, oh my god," and I'm like, "What?" It's like, "I'm watching the video." It's like, "Oh really?" Hey, it's like she watches the intro and it's like, "Oh my god!" Like, they completely ruined Thundercats. So
Yeah. Doesn't look good.
yeah.
But
So the 10-year-old, that's your target demographic, kids. Fucking millennials who find everything ironically funny.
Okay,
gotta
it's
check on
not
my
just
food.
Millennials who find everything ironically funny.
I
Come
know.
on.
ad hominem.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Second generation millennials. There you go.
Ad hominem.
Us first geners, original OG. We're fine. We know better. We are old enough to know
Ad
better.
hominem attack.
Something like that, but yeah.
If you use ad hominem, it doesn't count. That's just how it works.
Homina.
And hominem. Do, 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 do. And
The
hominem.
only time I ever use ad hominem attack is when someone has offended me personally. I'm like, oh, really? I'm a fat piece of shit? Well, I never start with ad hominem. I always finish with them when they're shitty people. Because I don't give a fuck. I'll come to your level. I'll knock you the fuck out, too.
That's that you never argue with a
Verbally
stupid
speaking.
person. They will knock you down to their level and beat you with their expertise.
I will beat you with my punctuation, motherfucker. Because I would get angry, and I'll stop, and I'll stare, and I'll
I
just
will
start, like, hammering fucking keys.
all over you.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna miss a fucking letter now.
But yeah.
The thing about Teen Titans Go is, like, a lot of people hate that show.
Oh yeah, it's Green Lantern shirt. Yeah, thanks, Turner Grass.
I can't speak to the Teen Titans Go show myself, but like I think that a lot of people hate it. And
I think I caught an episode.
a lot of people
I wasn't sure what I was watching.
A lot of people love it.
a lot of people
No,
a lot of people reference it whenever they are talking about things that they don't like and comparing it to that. Like they see a new show coming out or something like this, something like Thundercats ROAR, and they're immediately the first thing, oh, they turned it into Teen Titans Go. And they did the same thing with the Ninja Turtle show. They just said,
I'll say that's a fair comparison. That is a fair comparison. This is definitely like a Teen Titans Go version of Thundercats. Not that that means it's bad. We don't know. It could actually be genuinely funny for all we know.
I know, but I'm saying people use it as a kind of almost like a slur. They say...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. That's our group of friends, okay? Out there is a vast fan base.
It's not us. No, I'm talking about the fan base.
But I'm saying a vast majority of the people love that fucking show, though. It went for like 5 seasons or something.
Using Teen Titans Go.
People love
as
Teen
a slur
Titans.
is like those people who don't understand music and use Nickelback as a slur. Same fucking thing. You know?
It is kind of, yeah.
I'm not a fan of Nickelback, but like I generally don't say things like, "Oh, they're worse than Nickelback" or anything like that.
I will say
they're like Nickelback.
As a Canadian, I will say that's totally okay.
You're like, Jesus.
What Cartoon Network has been doing as of late, though, like,
I'm one of those people that stands. Cartoon Network has gone to the shitter, went downhill in like 2000.
It is like offensively bad now, though, because they literally only have like 4 fucking shows that they show each day.
On repeat.
Like, they don't even attempt to show anything else. They're just like, here's our 4 shows, have fun.
There's 4 episodes of each 4 shows. Then we'll repeat them again, and then tomorrow there'll be 4 different episodes of each of those shows.
It's just terrible. I'm so offended as somebody who grew up with Cartoon Network at what they're doing with the.
Do you know what caused that? Netflix fucking caused that. People like to binge watch. That shit triggered it, and I know they were doing that earlier on with like 2-episode blocks back in like early 2000s, but Netflix caused binge watching to be popular, and networks found that they had spikes in viewership when they actually had groups of shows like that in big blocks.
But is that Netflix's fault for doing it that way, or is it their fault for?
I think Netflix helped condition it. I think Netflix influenced it. I don't know if it's their fault per se, but they had a hand in it because they influenced how people watch things. And I think home video started that because home video started with 4 to 6 episodes on a disc. People just watch a disc because it's easier.
Or a tape, or or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 episodes on a VHS tape, and then it became 4 to 6 episodes on a disc.
And then Netflix is like, here's the show. You're like, oh, okay. And now that's it. Like, that's it. That's what happened. It was a gradual thing. 4 episodes, and they started packing 6 episodes, and then they started shoving 8 episodes on a disc, and like, now we've got fucking whole seasons on a single disc in Blu-ray form in some cases. And in some cases, dropping whole seasons
entire shows on one disc.
Are media addicted like that?
Oh yeah, we are a culture of binge watchers. I will totally agree with you on that.
And we're part of the problem as much as anyone else. We just drink it in differently,
Yeah.
Than some other people. Other people use TV, so they watch in 4-hour chunks their favorite show. It's on. Two Broke Girls is on like 2 fucking episodes a night. And there's only fucking like 2 seasons of this shit because they canceled it. But God forbid is there not a fucking day that my parents don't watch the same fucking episodes over and fucking over again. And it's still in fucking show. Why isn't there another season of that show? That just baffles me. If it's still on fucking TV and repeats, don't you think there should have been another episode? Another season?
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. We're asking you because you are probably the ones who might want to pick this up.
But I'm saying, like, but the fucking rights holder should
if a show can get canceled by a large corporation yet still be in reruns for fucking years, I really think you might want to pick up that show to maybe do some more episodes because it's apparently still popular.
It's obviously making money. Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't really matter what
Two Broke Girls
head said. The masses still say, yes, we like this show. We will keep watching it, even though we've seen these episodes 10 fucking times.
We're talking about how Two Broke Girls got canceled, right? Yet there's fucking reruns 2 goddamn episodes a night. My parents fucking watch them religiously, and I'm sure other people do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fucking on still. So why isn't there just another season? Why'd the fucking
not only on, but on a prime slot on fucking ABC?
I know, it's at fucking 8 p.m. or some shit. It's fucking prime time. Why isn't there another season? Baffling to me.
I saw a few episodes of that. I thought it was a decent.
Bad show.
I thought it was a decent enough sitcom. It's not something I'd go out of my way to watch, but
it's better than most of the tripe that's on the television right now. No joke. A lot of those
There
sitcoms
you go.
are fucking awful, including some that ran for 10
Will
fucking
and Grace.
Anyone
back.
else notice that some of these new sitcoms, they can't go one sentence without someone laughing?
Oh, that's nothing new. That dates
I mean,
back
like-
to the 90s.
Oh, I know, but like at least back in the '90s and even early 2000s, some of the newer sitcoms, there would be a conversation before at least a couple sentences before someone makes a pun or a joke and the audience laughs.
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was. The one with Tim Allen,
Home Improvement.
newer
Last
one,
Man Standing?
Last Man Standing.
Oh, okay.
I watched an episode, and it literally the entire episode, it was they would say one sentence, the audience would laugh. One sentence, the audience would laugh.
Actually, a friend of mine,
Oh my god!
a friend of mine,
Stop.
one day I forget, he was sitting in the living room, and I think it was Family Matters came on. And I was in the kitchen just puttering around getting us some food or something. And I could hear him laughing. And then I listened, and I realized, wait a minute, something's not quite right here. And what he was doing was he was laughing and reacting in the same way as the studio audience was at the same time. So it's
Was he
like,
just trying to be funny, or was it just an unconscious thing?
no, he was trying to be funny. He was basically trying to make
Okay.
a point of like, do you see how forced these reactions are in these shows, like, and how frequent they are? It's unnatural. So he was just saying like, ah. You know, it was.
And, yeah, I mean, that's
so ridiculous.
I noticed
And then,
that
like, I
many,
think there
many
was
years
like,
ago.
whoa.
But it's just like,
It is a thing that is kind of weird though.
Sorry.
And now they're using this as a way to hijack me. I
Yeah.
love the meta of
You're
this.
welcome.
Meta.
the
Anyway,
point we're
obviously-
getting across is that these are not in normal conversation.
Yes. No conversation.
No conversation would make and and ha ha ha. Like,
And then,
no one,
Woo!
there's no human being on Earth that actually acts this way.
Well, there was.
Wow,
there
Stout,
was
that sounds like a
Simpsons
whole
episode.
audience.
There was a Simpsons episode that had that, where they had the applause light and then they had the uncomfortable silence light,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like the holler light, and
Yeah.
That was, I said, I was watching that Last Man Standing. It's just like, wow, literally every sentence.
Yeah.
Like, even if
But-
it wasn't a joke, it was just they said a sentence and people started laughing. I'm like,
Mm.
am I missing a joke here? Like, is there like
That's
some
the
epileptic
joke.
person in the background just flicking on the applause light every 30 seconds?
Yeah.
He's got a
It's got
nervous
like a
twitch.
I got
constant
tendinitis from flicking the applause light so much.
I
think you should just leave it on at this
well, I
point.
mean, obviously, a lot of those, yeah, it's the laugh track or the canned laughter, or whatever, and yeah, it is quite unnatural. A weird thing I've noticed though in stuff like when I've gone and seen comedy shows, for instance, it'll be a comedian I've seen before. And like when I'm listening to the track at home,
Mhm.
you know, there'll be the odd bit I'll laugh at because I'm actually, but otherwise I'm just kind of sitting there enjoying it. When you're with an audience, you tend to laugh more.
Yeah.
It's a group thing.
The
So
Yeah,
mentality,
it's like a
yeah.
feeling of, like you don't want to be the only person there not laughing.
Well, do you remember?
yeah, so
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead,
I was gonna
Ken.
say you watch something like Seinfeld,
Yeah.
which was a live audience, and yeah, I mean the laughter is fairly constant in that, but it's a little more organic than obviously something that's just a laugh track.
Yeah, yeah. But
Anyway.
I went to a recording of an actual sitcom once, studio audience, and between takes and stuff, they actually have like a guy telling jokes and like keeping like the audience up.
yeah, they had like the warm
And
up
it was-
guy.
I was there with a friend who's there, and we were there with the Girl Scouts, right? And I got to go because I want to go to a sitcom. That'd be rad.
Mhm.
And so I get asked the question of what's in the Girl Scout cookies, and like it's 100% real Girl Scouts. And I got in trouble for saying that joke.
Really?
Yeah, they reprimanded me like that was inappropriate, and I was like,
This is a family
Well.
show.
I just said, oh well.
It's like,
Like now.
and this
Then
is
don't
why
ask
I
me
don't have
questions.
and this is why I don't have my own sitcom on network TV. It's totally the only reason.
There's
Yeah.
a pilot for some show that it never got picked up, and I can't remember a thing about it.
Damn.
Let's say Ray Romano was involved in that.
We want to see it now to see if we can hear Skinslip laughing uproariously in the audience.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, so what it was is like,
I need to.
he was
Sorry,
like a
I need to go
hype
check
man,
on my
right?
food.
And so what would happen is like when they were like, sometimes they had to do the scene like 4, 5, 6 times, because like there's one guy like who had to walk through and pick something up and he kept fucking tripping or dropping things or saying the wrong line, or he at one time when he said her line instead of his line. It was really funny. We all laughed, right? And I'm sure they actually record those laughs to use in the show too. But the whole point is it's done in front of the lowest studio audience, and yet it wasn't organic laughter even then, because we would be forcing it sometimes because we'd have to keep doing the laugh. The first time it was funny. We laughed for a lot of those things in person, right? Yeah. Like even though it wasn't like you watch it on TV and it's like right? A lot of those you probably would laugh when you're in like the audience, but then you gotta do it like the 500th time, and then.
See, I'm that kind of person that you don't expect respect from me if you don't respect me at all. For being reprimanded, and because you told that really questionable joke apparently, and I would be that kind of person that would just be awkwardly laughing in the audience from that point forward, either laughing obnoxiously loud, or something like that. That's kind of, I don't know. That's why I would never want to go to a sitcom. I never want to go and be in the audience for something because they would expect me to perform, and I'm like, I don't even know you. Fuck off.
I wouldn't mind going to like The Price is Right. That'd be fun.
That's not quite the same thing. But yeah,
no.
It was really interesting seeing the sitcom recorded. And
I would like to go to, to see the process.
I don't remember what year was this. It was in the 90s, I think. Late 90s. No, it was younger. I think it was in junior high. It was in the mid-90s sometime. And it may not have been Romano, because my brain is fuzzy, I could be misremembering someone else.
We
know
how fuzzy you're
Well, it could be anybody. I could be just taking a memory from, like, Everybody Loves Raymond and shoving it in memory. That's how memories work, right. Unfortunately. So I can't confirm any details about it because I remember the joke because I got in trouble for it, and then I said, "Oh well," and then I got in trouble for saying that, and I was never invited to go with them to anywhere again. Oh well.
Oh, that was fun.
Worth it.
People were twats, anyways. Jerks, dickheads. They were really like not the girls, but like the fucking adults were just really stick in the muds.
Uptight.
You know what I mean? Really uptight. Got in trouble for saying hell. Like, what the hell? And they're like, that's a curse word. I'm like, oh, hell. Hey, you gotta stop saying that. I'm like, I'm gonna go to hell? Smart ass.
Go to hell?
I've never been one that's good. I've never been good with authority figures. I'm 100%
we all can confirm that.
100%
Almost
bad
done.
with authority figures.
Just a couple minutes on broil and it should be done.
So
authority figures that demand respect for no respect given. Those are the ones I hate the most.
yes.
Ditto. Respect me. Why?
So we
You don't
forgot to
respect me.
mention one thing in that whole rant. One thing I think we can point to as something we can be hopeful for in the future that's based on something from the 80s.
Uh-huh.
The new She-Ra reboot.
Oh, yes.
That looks neat.
Yes. Is there any footage of that? Yeah.
Less about that. We literally just have an animated poster for it. That's all we have.
Where is it? Can I see it? Have we got a link?
I think it was
I
on
put it
Deadline
in the
Hollywood or Hollywood Reporter or something.
Let me see if I can find it here.
It's over in the movies, I believe. # movies.
Is it? Okay, hold on. I will
so.
see if I can find it.
Well, I put it in Cram, but if you put it there too.
Oh, it's in Crandon. It's in Cram.
It's in Cram? I'm in Cram. When was it in Cram?
At 5:58.
Today? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, hold on. How the hell did I miss that?
I don't know.
Oh my
You're a loser.
God, IGN. Can you have more crap on your site? Can you just let
You
me
know
see
you love
the damn
IGN.
thing?
IGN is the best. They own Humble Bundle.
Oh,
That's not true.
hold on. Save this.
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
No, that's true.
There's a
I know.
picture. Yeah. Yeah, great. I accepted your damn cookies. Now shut up about it.
I like cookies.
It's not animated.
I love.
You said, oh no, it is. There it is. I see it. I see it. Hold on. Grabbing that. Grabbing that right now. Hold on.
I love hearing Sean's whole process whenever he's doing anything on the internet.
He's very
He
vocal
yells at
about
his computer so much. What are you even doing? Why
are we doing that? Are we doing it that way now? Fine.
The Uplay rant from last night was really good.
Oh, there we go. Oh, my fucking Uplay thing. Holy shit. Look at that.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, it's definitely hard to say, but it doesn't look like they're goofifying it.
Yeah.
That looks like serious action adventure. Look at the new version of Voltron. Voltron Legendary Defender. That has been getting nothing but rave reviews from fans and critics alike. And is one that sadly I have yet to watch, but I really, really need to get on that.
I think it's in its second season now, isn't it?
It's in like its fifth. They've been doing
What, really?
Yeah, they've been doing short seasons and putting out like a couple per year. But yeah, they've done 5 seasons.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, very short season. I think the total number of episodes is about 30 or so, but still. But that's awesome. I need to see that.
It's about time She-Ra got some fucking respect, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, actually, She-Ra's always had respect. Like,
No,
they released the
more
entire
attention.
series twice on DVD. Rosie has one of the sets, the more recent one.
I'm talking about like brought back in like film or television form or something.
Yeah. No, it's great. I'll definitely check out the new show. I mean, He-Man got a new show, and which was awesome. So let's see how the new She-Ra does. I am hopeful simply because Netflix is doing it.
I bet it'll be even better than the original. Waiting for the hateful fanboys to be like, no! Which I totally deserve after hating on Thundercats ROAR. But it just looks so bad.
I gotta keep a close eye on it when it's in broil mode. It's far too easy to overdo it. What? What's going on?
Nothing.
By the way, I'm having rum because Thundercats ROAR.
Meh.
Thundercats rum.
There you go. So, Cass, were you there last night for Far Cry Blood Dragon?
Yes, I was there for a good chunk of it. I think about an hour of it.
Yeah.
Like, or just before you had food, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I think I only played it for about an hour or so.
Yeah.
I got as far as the part where you get to essentially, I guess, the more open world part of the game.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was an open world game like the other Far Cry's. I thought it was just kind of a little, throwaway side thing that they did. But no, it's apparently massive. I'm going to be in that glorious 80s world for a very long time.
They estimated it was about half the size of Far Cry 3, which is what Blood Dragon's based off of.
That's pretty impressive.
So,
I think it was when you were trying to avoid the neon dinosaurs or whatever it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
the Blood Dragons.
Sneaking by them
Sure.
through the bushes, like, yeah, you just keep looking that way. I'm gonna go over this way.
I was just waiting for you to have a love moment.
I can't take it anymore. La!
There he is. I'll back on you.
This, I think I've talked about this before, but
G-Flow.
Gatorade pineapple mango flavor is actually really good.
Excellent.
Well, I really don't.
It just
like
looks
mangoes.
like piss. That's
Oh yes, that's the stuff that looks like pee.
I love pineapple. I hate mango.
I love mango flavor.
I hate both. I hate actual mangoes and the fake mango flavor.
Duncan hates cram sticks. You still remember? I think it was Duncan. You were the origin of that, weren't you, Duncan? A glorious typo. You're talking about how I don't like those things. They have cram in them. You meant to say crab.
Yes, Mystic, you're late.
And thus...
You missed a rant, Mystic.
You missed a very good rant. I actually threw down the headphones in anger and stormed away to make steak.
Like
I clipped it.
Jesus. Murder it. Oh, and speaking of rage, for those of you who didn't know, Sean on Twitch here now has his own emote. If you are subscribed, you can use it. It's this one right here I'm going to put in the chat, which you've already seen by now because of the delay. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Rage. We were spamming that throughout Sean's rage-filled rant.
There we go.
Man, I thought people could hear me. Son of a bitch. So, you know, we need to come up with one of those things like they do on those popular Twitch channels where they have like the emotes and some sort of like hype thing where they can like, all right, stream, let's hype this up or whatever, you know, and then
Yeah.
we all use the emotes and everybody uses the emotes to spam the chat type thing, you know.
Yeah.
We got to come up with some sort of thing like that to
Yes.
you.
So this is why I like to put it on broil for the last few minutes, because you get that nice singe. So good.
So it looks like he actually knows how to cook it. I mean, what? I'm sorry, I didn't say anything.
I'm just going through the front page of my YouTube account here,
The steak wars continue.
and I get to a section just labeled Toys. And it has, you know, Pocket Rocker, 1980s endless loop tape, crushing a Stretch Armstrong, blah, blah, blah. And then there's one here that just is... Under the Toys section, it says, does a cattle prod hurt?
What the fuck? Yes! Very
Ask-
much so.
Ask
Holy
Johnny
fuck.
Knoxville. He's probably tested one.
Don't it hurts
I just-
so bad.
I find this absolutely hilarious. It's just, under Toys,
Mm-hmm.
do cattle prods hurt?
That's a taser too. I'm so confused.
Oh, that's a handheld cattle prod.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can see the double
I mean, a
large
cattle prod is
prongs.
basically a fucking taser anyway, but
Yeah, a cattle prod is a giant taser.
usually a pole. With
Mhm.
It is a taser that'll guarantee to make
That just makes me think of Jackass 3 when they did Electric Avenue. It's just like the hallway with all the tasers and then the swinging cattle prod in the middle.
Oh god, that was brilliant. God,
Like, yeah, Bam gets hit by it, like it launches him across the
yeah, it's no joke. You can get really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You can stop
Yeah.
your heart with one. You gotta be really
Oh
careful.
yeah.
No, not a toy. No.
Not a toy.
Like
And
I
yes,
would be
they
like,
hurt.
oh yeah, go ahead, taser yourself, have fun with that.
Yeah.
But no cattle prod yourself. Fuck God.
Mm-hmm.
I had a coworker who tasered himself.
I mean, you could shit yourself or piss yourself. Like it'd be really embarrassing. So you know.
We found a taser in the back of a rental car, and like one of our cars. And yeah,
Oh,
my coworker, he just tried it like a little zap on his ankle. And that was it. Like he was down.
Sounds
Yeah.
like stop emote spam.
Fucking hurts.
But why? And then proceeds to spam some emotes of me.
It'd be like here. It'd be like this. Hold on. Engage the there run. Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure I don't fuck up the name. Eyes the rage. And then we do. Oh, that's the wrong window. Fuck. And this. Why? Oh, well, where'd it go? Did I do it right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. It'd be like this. Engage the Zerenizer rage. And then
Oh, okay.
everyone does that, right? Because we're like,
Gotcha.
it's when
Okay.
Sean's starting to get frustrated, we all spam the chat. Engage the Zerenizer rage.
I
kind of
like that
thing.
idea. I like that.
It doesn't have to be that, but I'm saying something like that. And I would like
Engage the
fans.
rage, yeah.
If the fans came up with something, that'd be cool too. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, something that caught on naturally. But that was just an example.
So you're talking about, so it's not like a bot. So you're talking about something we do manually.
Yeah, as a part of the fandom.
Yeah.
Part of the fandom of the Zerenizer Act.
For
When
sure.
he does something, like in this case, he starts to rage. We Zerenizer rage, and we do the whatever emote, you know, and That's the kind of idea. It's part of the fandom of the channel. We're trying to build that as a community. You're lucky you have me and Stoudman as your co-captains, basically.
I am so grateful to have you and Stoudman, because you guys are fountains of ideas. Like the animated jar we've been having so much fun with today. I didn't even know that existed.
To be fair, everybody has given ideas. To be fair,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like me and Stab being like really supportive mods, trying to get the community involved. That's what I mean.
Absolutely.
Like, but
No, absolutely, and I think that's awesome, and I appreciate all that you guys do.
well, wasn't fishing for that. Thank you.
Well, I do. So you can take my compliment and love it.
And Twitch keeps cutting out. Can you double check your settings? Make sure you're in the right setting for streaming this type. 'Cause last time you said you were on the wrong setting.
I did before I started.
It has been doing
Okay.
this across.
Just double checking.
I am at
This is
1080p,
happening for everybody.
which
Okay.
is the same I was streaming at all day. The only difference is I'm on the InSaNiTy scene instead of the other ones.
Just wanted to double check. It is definitely Twitch then.
There should be an option for a lower level, unless Twitch is overloaded and is not providing that option for me today.
Yeah, just choose automatic if you have this. Like I have it set as source and we go automatic. That should,
I'm not
that
sure
should help.
what's been going on with Twitch.
Because it'll drop you to like 128-bit or something until it comes back. Or it might still cut out, to be fair, but Stout emotes, yeah.
And because we need some emotes.
But I already have
punchable.
this.
He already has the most punchable face on the internet, apparently.
Yes, that's how we got punchable Stout or something like that.
Punchable Stout.
Punch me, Stout.
He's like, you know, an emote of Stout's face animated like a fist just kind of coming towards it.
I love that that's become a thing. It started off as a troll, and now it's just become a thing that we love and do and have fun with.
I demand my emote to be called Soy Boy Skinslip. Damn it! I demand it. I'm taking it back.
Taking back
love
Soy Boy.
Like
Well, what you could
my
do-
girlfriend's vegan, so yeah, I love soy. Fuck you.
The emotes are limited on Twitch, so what you could do
Mhm.
is use Better Twitch TV,
Hmm.
which allows you to upload your own emotes. But I think you have to pay for that. But
How many emotes can you get in Twitch? As he grows in viewership and subscriptions,
That I
And
don't know.
he actually gets more.
Yeah.
There's this guy on Twitch who has like 8 of them. I
Yes.
subscribe to.
you have to be a partner for that.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's what happens. I'm talking about when we
Once
get all
you
when you
become
can
a
do that
partner,
stuff.
then we can do that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
But for
Well,
now, he
you're
only has 3.
I have one.
You've got to work on 2 others. No, I mean you have 2 others you can make.
I have
For
one.
the second and third.
No, he has
No,
one. He has
I
a
have
bigger
one.
audience more.
I have one that I can do in 3 sizes. That
I
is
thought you
it.
could do one for the second and third tier subs.
That's what I thought too, but no.
He doesn't have big enough viewership yet. They stair step everything now, so
Yeah.
All right.
it's unlocked like a role
We're
playing.
working on it. That's why I just keep putting myself out there and just slowly building that audience. And we got a few we've had like new people every day, so
We're at 40 viewers on SNI. Like that's pretty fucking good. Like we could do like 30, 32, 35, but 40, man, that's more than was before.
actually it is. I mean, normally we'd hit around 25, 30 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
30 is 35. 35 is a good night, you know.
It's been a productive week. There's a lot of people out there who, you know,
And thank
well,
you
also I
for
think the fact I've been streaming during the day has helped as well, just to kind of, you know, get people to discover the wonderful world that is mine.
Now, I want you to thank every one of these viewers for that steak, Sean, because you know that it's because of them you're eating steak right now.
I thank every one of these viewers for this steak up to a value of $10.31. Because that's how much it costs.
Oh, God.
That's pretty cheap.
Good
That's
that
not
my,
bad.
my
So those
tears
of you-
I gave you yesterday equaled
That's
that
like
steak.
$7
right.
American. Jesus.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Good price. Good price for those steaks, man. No joke.
It is actually. This is the strip loin. They're on for about a third of their regular price.
Oh.
It would usually be like $30 for the number of steaks that I got in this one package. So, I'm pretty happy.
S and I got 50 viewers, maybe, back on a completely different system, but we had a change when that system stopped working in the fashion that worked for us.
Yeah.
And not everyone moved over, so. And we had more on YouTube for a while, but YouTube is being really shitty with their ad revenue, so here we are on a new thing, doing the same grind again. And by the time we get up to next thing, there'll be another thing, and we'll do it again, and and that's okay. We do the grind like nobody else. So
we've been on many systems. I mean, it started on Stickam, and Stickam died, so we moved to Livestream for a little while. Livestream had some great features, and I liked it a lot, except it was very unstable.
Very.
And a bit of a system hog, too. You needed custom software from Livestream to run it. And then and from there, YouTube had the Google Live Hangouts, which they still kind of have now, but it's different. It's not the same.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like here, we just open a regular Google Hangout and I drop it into XSplit, which is the software I use to do my gaming streams and all the other streams. And then I can just drop in whatever other things I want, like my camera and stuff like that. So it just makes it easier.
And, you know, if Google Hangouts goes somewhere, we'll find the next best video streaming thing and do that. And, and there's a couple of them out there, so there's options.
There's always a plan B.
Too. There's even another Google one that we'll probably have to go to at some point.
Yeah.
Just because it'll be easy to get to.
Yeah. There's always a plan B and usually also a plan C and D, just in case.
Yep. Welcome to the future. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. It's all going to get quicker in some cases. So.
Why, yes, man. Strip loin is from cows who worked at strip clubs.
Yep. We don't have any preconceived notions about such strip loin. Tastes the same. Delicious steak.
Actually, Justin TV, that's kind of how I discovered Twitch. I think I was pointed to Justin TV when Stickam died as a possible Stickam alternative. And I checked it out briefly, it didn't really grab me, and we moved on. But then it became more about Twitch, and then with the game streams and stuff, it just seemed like a better place for to sort of start the gaming content, and I could chop up the streams into episodes.
Yeah.
Something happened this week, and I put the picture for it. Something related to Blu-rays and Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
You may not have even heard about this, Sean, but yeah.
This is possible.
If you want to see it, the pictures in the Cram.
In the Cram? Okay, hold on. I'm jumping to the present. Oh, yes! Oh, my God. I did hear about this.
Yeah.
Hold
Super
on.
Super epic, dude.
Let me just, this is actually,
yeah, I've been enjoying those.
This is, is actually pretty cool. Hold on, let me just save this, and... really?
Fine. I was just going to say, guys, I'm actually going to bail early. I got to work in the morning.
Alright, have a good night.
Tired, so I think I'm going to go days off early.
Yeah.
Alright, catch you guys later.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Making me do things when I'm trying to eat my steak.
That's right.
It will not let me get this picture. It's one of those weird WP WebP ones. Anyway, here!
You have a snip tool. You can just open it up and...
Oh, yeah, I always forget that. Anyway, check it out. Deadpool. Slipcovers for all these different Fox movies. This is like special Deadpool slipcovers for all these movies. I'm gonna, you know...
Justin, is the Geeky website ever coming back?
I don't know.
There's your answer.
Okay.
That's how his father asked that, so...
Alright, someone today asked me if I was ever going to get back to doing my Doctor Who story-by-story reviews, and it's basically like, well, I was, but then you mentioned it, so now I have to postpone it for another 3 months. Way to go.
Such a jerk.
Yeah. Always. Save as.
My favorite one is the good, the bad, and the ugly. That one's awesome. Lots of fun.
Mazel tov.
Okay. Sorry, that took a little bit of effort here. And then we get rid of that stupid thing and then find the good one here. Where are we here? Here we are. Okay, finally. Holy shit. That took forever. Dun dun dun! Wow, I apparently snipped that perfectly. That's like perfectly 16 by 9. Awesome.
I just Mike to see it. Waiting for it to pop up. There it is.
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's even all of them. There's
no, that's only
more,
half of them.
Yeah, there's
no, that's actually a third of them. There's 16 of them.
Wow.
Well, I take it back. That's a fourth of them. I can't math. Right? No, it's half of them. God damn it. It's half. There's another half of them.
Yes.
Fourth times the charm.
Shut up. I'm bad at math. I need Revenge of the Nerds. I'd get it with that slipcover in a heartbeat.
I would get all these slipcovers.
Well, good. That's the old transfer. Predator's trash. But and I already have Fight Club and Terminator and Edward Scissorhands and War of the Planet of the Apes with a slipcover.
Yeah.
If I need a slipcover for any of those, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
The only problem
I do like the good, the bad, and the ugly as well. I think that's my favorite too.
I can't watch Castaway again. It gives me anxiety.
People caught on to this happening, right? And, well, I should say scalpers caught on to this happening.
Fucking hell.
And, of course, like, now all I see on eBay and shit is, like, the fucking Deadpool cover of these movies going for, like, $20 fucking dollars. Like,
the joke's on them when they just print another 100,000 of them.
Yeah, these are not...
They're not rare.
No. It's fucking Walmart, isn't it?
Yeah. All that means is that they sold really well. They're gonna print another fucking 10,000 of them, or well, 50,000, whatever it is. Probably 100,000 actually.
Then they'll overdo them, and then they'll be sitting in the bargain bins forever.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. People are stupid.
They're a few of them are gonna get good money out of it, and the rest are gonna fucking lose their ass, and it'll be great.
Yep.
Yes.
Good. I like
Fingers
it when
crossed. Knock on wood.
I like it when the scalpers hurt. When things cause the scalpers pain financially.
Like if you bought like one extra of like each one that you were buying, if you wanted to sell it, whatever.
That's fine. That's just.
That's not gross.
That's just investing. You're not buying it to immediately turn around and sell it at a profit now. You're buying it to hang on to it for, forever.
I don't know. Even if you were just picking up one extra copy of all of them to sell in like a lot on eBay, what I heard, that's one. That's not all of them. Someone went and literally probably grabbed 4 or 5 copies of every movie.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah. Fucking scalpers. Hate them.
Well, that's just it though. Like, there's a difference between going and finding something at a really low price and selling it for what it's worth, which is what resellers do.
Right.
And somebody who, like a scalper, what they do is they go in and find something at retail value and then jack the price up to well over retail value.
It's not even like...
It's bullshit.
My problem is it's not like one like, if the scalpers were just one guy who got, well, like a bunch of dudes that got just one extra copy for themselves, I wouldn't even be mad.
No.
But the problem is it's literally dudes in every region that went and just grabbed hundreds of dollars in Blu-rays by the handfuls and then they're selling them and they've got 15 lots up. Those are people I don't like. I don't care if you grabbed an extra copy and because you want to sell. You want the extra copy of that steelbook to sell immediately. Who cares? It's one copy.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the fucking world.
Or even, a lot of people buy two of a favorite or whatever, or a collector's edition, as you say, just to have an extra copy.
Exactly.
Or just as a collector to have that unopened one.
Right.
And they're still doing it for the love of collecting and the love of movies. And so they're not doing it to be scum-sucking scalpers. But,
exactly. We go and buy 12 copies of Steelbook just so you can go sell them all tonight on eBay. You go fucking rot in hell.
Yeah.
That's it. Rot in hell.
Yeah. I went to Best Buy. I did not expect to see the Black Panther Steelbook there, and I did not. I was not surprised.
Excellent.
Yeah, that one's going for like $70 now.
You know what I did see though? You know what I did see was the Suicide Squad Hell to Pay steelbook and the Gotham by Gaslight steelbook. They still had a bunch of those.
Those are overprinted. Those got a second printing, I think. And that's
oh, really? And I was like, well, damn, why didn't I get those?
So,
oh, well, I got the 4K version of Gotham by Gaslight anyway.
My problem is I have all the Avenger films on steelbook, and now I'm probably going to sink $70 so I don't miss one. I
also have the Avenger films on steelbook.
Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, because I don't have any store near me at all. They're all 2 to 3 hours away from me in that range.
Well, everybody keep an eye out for Skinslip. If there's a steelbook of Infinity War, grab it.
Yeah, I mean, I got Black Panther, but like,
did you get the Black Panther steelbook? I
did not. I don't care about that one. The Avengers is the only one I want on steelbook.
Yeah.
The other ones I'd like to get a slipcover for, and they all got repressed with beautiful slipcovers. $20 a movie is hard for me to pull the trigger on.
Yeah. Depends what it is.
But I mean, I will take someone like if one of you motherfuckers finds like Captain America for $5 or whatever, I'll take an unslipcovered one. If you want to just send that my way.
Is that one of the ones you're missing?
I don't have First Avenger. I don't have any of the Iron Man films. I don't have any of the Thor films. I don't have any of the Hulk films.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
As Civil War, Winter Soldier, Avengers, and the Guardians. I just have a few of them. That's it.
Not even Doctor Strange? You don't have Doctor Strange?
I had Doctor Strange.
Okay, good.
I had Black Panther.
That's one I don't have yet.
God damn it.
I have most of the Marvel movies, but I don't.
Here I thought I was slacking. I literally have all of them except for Infinity War, and that's only because it hasn't come out yet.
I had all of them on DVD, but I abandoned those the DVD copies in Austin because it was something I could jettison. Since I had the rest in Blu-ray, I figured I'd get them in Blu-ray at some point. Yeah. That's 5 years ago.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm slacking for sure. And now there's slipcovers again, so now I can go and get slipcovers for them all. But I got to do that.
I can't, Drum Mike. I cannot lower the resolution while it's broadcasting.
You have to choose the auto function. It will automatically lower the resolution if it's available for the stream.
Yeah,
he's not a partner, so he doesn't get priority.
The problem is I don't get priority. I always broadcast in high definition, but either 720 or 1080. But sometimes, like Twitch has limited slots available for who they will offer the other resolutions to. I have no control over that at all.
If enough people subscribe to him, he will unlock partner, and then you can do that.
What I need to unlock partner, the only thing I'm missing right now is views. I need to have an average of like 75 views over the course of the month. So
you gotta get to 75 average viewers.
Tell all your friends about me. I am streaming like a madman.
Share on every social media that you love this Twitch channel.
The sooner I can hit that 75 mark, it's got to be over 30 days, like the average over 30 days, and I'm like barely hitting that right now. Like right now, this is the most views I typically get on a stream.
And for people who hate me, 90% of this content doesn't even contain me, so you're helping literally him.
That's true. If you hate Skinslip, he's barely in my other streams. In fact, most of the time he's not. So
that's right. I have other things.
I don't want more of you watch this one.
Myself soon, so.
I don't know. But
I've got my detractors. That's right.
So good question. JL was saying, are we not doing pickups this week? Or at 10:35 now. Wow, where's this night gone?
I got 4 things. So.
I got 3.
So let me guess, Justin, you've got 20 things, don't you?
You got like 50.
You have 5?
I have 1.
Yay! Is that the one there? Are we looking at it? Smash and drive?
Maybe.
Alright, hold on.
We're just waiting for you to finish your fucking steak.
Do I want another steak?
No, let's do it.
You would have to do pickups and then do your other steak.
Alright, go. Stout.
Oh, okay. So, the one thing I wanted to show you first was this fat bastard bucket of M&Ms that I got for $4.
Nice!
I would have bought it too.
Fat
It was on
bastards
clearance
everywhere.
for
Oh, fuck
$4.
yeah. I used to buy
2
Smarties in
pounds.
bulk.
2 pounds of M&Ms
That's amazing.
for $4. $2.
$4.
As your father said, good things you guys aren't rich. Pickups would take forever.
We would have to do an entire second show just to pick.
I was gonna say we'd have to do another stream.
If we were rich, we wouldn't be begging you for views. We wouldn't care because we'd just be flossing to a bunch of people, like random people who are showing up.
That's true.
I like Burnout 3 so much that I got Burnout 2.
Yay!
Yeah, there we go.
That was PS2. I always thought
It's-
the first two were PS1.
Nope,
No.
the Burnout series was never on the PS1.
Okay, never mind.
I have Burnout 3. That's all I have.
To
The
be
very
fair
first
about
Burnout's
this-
on the PS2.
This one, it wasn't as good. It was made or published by Acclaim, and you can tell the difference between Burnout 2 and Burnout 3.
Oh yeah.
Burnout 2 is not as good as Burnout 3, but it's still, you get to see some of the elements that like were starting to be added that eventually became what like Burnout 3 and the
I'm glad I had the best
future
Burnout.
games.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff.
I'm glad I had the one Burnout game that's the best one. I'm glad. Very glad.
Fuck yeah.
3.
And
Rub
I
that in
also
Josh's
got
face.
3 is great.
Donkey
Ooh.
Kong Country Returns.
I have that.
Nice.
It's great.
That's a great
I
Donkey Kong.
have the Tropical Freeze one for the Wii U, but I've never played either of these, so
Oh.
I think there's a sequel on the Wii also, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's another Donkey Kong Country Returns game on the Wii.
is there?
Yeah, it was Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, but I think it's a different Tropical Freeze. I think it's a completely different game.
No, it was a port.
Oh.
Alright, never mind.
Wait, Tropical Freeze is a port of Donkey Kong Country Returns?
I don't have a Wii U,
No.
so I would totally.
Oh.
Freeze on the Wii U is a port of the Wii version of Tropical Freeze.
Ah.
Oh.
I'll totally take a Wii copy. I don't have a Wii U.
So I ordered this when it was out of stock on Amazon. And of course, nowadays, whenever anything's out of stock, when it's a Blu-ray on Amazon, it literally takes a month or two to
Yeah.
actually be back in stock. So, you know, it's been a month or two waiting, but I finally got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
Yay!
for $6.99.
Didn't you
I need to
say
get that.
Didn't you say you forgot you had ordered it?
Yeah.
Did it have been
I-
so long?
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot
There's
about
a back order. I think I remember when you ordered that. That was like
I
months
have to
ago.
check if I have that because we were talking about watching, having a Hitchhiker's Guide Fest on Towel Day.
I need to pick that up because I don't own that. I don't own the movie.
Need to
Or the
find
thing
out
is-
when Towel Day is. Hold on.
The last
Thank you
thing
for that.
here, the last thing I picked up was last week. I picked something up that I was disappointed that it was like it had like a fake cover. So I immediately went and picked it up on eBay for even less than I paid for it on
Oh, shit.
Amazon. And here it is, Wreck-It Ralph
I still need that.
Yay, Wreck-It Ralph.
with the slip cover.
I'll take your
Excellent.
bogus
Oh,
copy.
there you go. Yeah, that's
You want
very
to send me your bogus copy? I don't give a shit.
much better than the photocopy copy. And Towel Day is this Friday, the 25th, by the way.
I'll just buy an empty fucking case for $5
Okay,
all
yeah.
day.
So-
People
It
sell
has
it.
a,
So
it
Friday,
has a case, it's not that-
No, I meant the art. No, I'd buy an empty copy of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
They sell
Oh, yeah.
just a case and shit like that. I'll just buy that at some point.
This coming Friday.
Sorry, Sean.
Friday the 25th of May is Towel Day. That's in 6 days.
Shit. Okay. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna watch the movie. I'll figure it out.
There are other means,
I could probably just get a fucking digital copy. It's all right.
probably perfectly
I'm
legal.
sure Google Play fucking has
Trio,
it.
you got any digital copies of that?
Well, I'm sure Google Play or Voodoo has it. I'll figure it out. I don't want to use iTunes.
I'm checking my work
Yeah.
schedule.
Fucking.
Awesome. So
Um,
basically,
I-
what the plan is, we're going to watch the BBC miniseries version followed by
Which
the
I have.
movie.
I've only seen the movie once, and the scene where they engage the warp drive and everything gets like really trippy. I missed that because I was peeing, and I
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I've
No,
never
you got.
seen the scene that
Oh
everyone
my
talks
god, that's like one of the best parts.
about. Yeah, and I've never seen the scene, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should watch it." I'm like, no. When I watch the movie again, it'll be a nice surprise.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
And
It's
I
like
don't remember anything about the movie anymore. So
it's almost like my work knew we were going to be doing this.
Yay!
I open on that Friday and then close that Saturday.
Oh,
So
well, there you go.
So I can stay up.
Perfect.
Love it.
Awesome.
I love the string of just no mid shifts, all openings and closes, mostly closings.
Excellent.
I hate mid shifts.
Mid shifts suck your whole day away, and it's just like fuck it.
Unless they're all mid shifts and that's your actual shift, and then you can work around it. But
Yeah, but here it's like
when it keeps
9:15
changing.
to 4, and
Yeah,
then
like,
4:45s to 10, something like that. So it's like these are great.
Oh my God, Duncan! We just talked about that for like 10 minutes. Yes, that is what we were talking about.
Did you walk away and get tea?
We are going to do that.
You walk away and get tea.
That is why I needed to know when Towel Day was, because we want to do that. So, Stout, as much as I'm enjoying watching you cramming M&Ms into your gob, is that the end of your pickups?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then let's go to Garbage Gamer, shall we? What was your one pickup? Is that? Oh, what a surprise!
What was it?
It's Smashing Drive for the
Oh,
game.
that's right.
Smashing Drive. There you go.
I need to get that too.
I never would have guessed.
Now, I got this game. This was one of the original GameCube games that I bought. I think right after I got Wave Race Blue Storm, and I just cannot word today. The
words are hard.
Words are hard.
Wording
I
is
speak
hard.
from experience over
thinking.
that.
But yeah, this is I actually had no idea this was an arcade game. This is a console port of an arcade game based on the same hardware as Crazy Taxi.
But it's crazier than
Crazy. It's Crazy Taxi if your taxi can spawn like a jetpack, blades on the top of it, a big giant ram in the front.
Filtered through Jason Statham from Drive's characters.
Yeah, imagine if Crazy Taxi was Crank.
Crank, yeah. It's Jason Statham from Crank's brain in video game form.
So unlike Crazy Taxi, where you have to drive around, pick up people, and then take them to a destination, this is a very linear game. It starts up, and you have to get to your destination in like a certain amount of time, and you have time extensions you can get, and it just gets harder and harder and harder. And there is a point in this game. I think it's on because there's 4 modes. There's Early Bird, Rush Hour, Night Owl, and Dusk and Wired is the hardest mode. And towards the end of the hardest mode, there's a point to where you could ramp up and smack King Kong in the ass. It's fucking beautiful.
Is there a free roam mode in that too?
Say what?
Is there a free roam mode also?
No, it's not a free roaming game.
No, but like a lot of people have like practice or free roam mode that you drive around the city and it's empty or whatever.
No, you just kind of learn by playing. It's one of those. There's no.
I got my Game Shark out. I'm trying for free roam mode. Bam.
I mean, the worst or the best you can probably get is just an infinite continue.
No, just be infinite time. Boom. The timer never goes
because
down.
like the game kind of like it's almost like on rails. It just kind of pushes you along forcefully. So
we'll figure it out.
But yeah,
it's like that, yo.
This came out on the GameCube and on the original Xbox. It did not come out on the PlayStation 2, unfortunately.
Aww.
I don't know why, because it's a Namco game.
That is odd.
So yeah, that it only got GameCube and Xbox. Because I looked for, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd totally recommend this to you guys because we all have PS2s. But no, yeah, you gotta have it. Actually, this is one of the games that prompted me to want to get a GameCube again.
I actually have an Xbox and a GameCube. I'm still going to get the GameCube version. It's the superior
GameCube version. Yeah, I've looked at video between the two, and this one seems to be more closer to the arcade version.
Yep.
Like graphically and the sound.
GameCube's pretty similar to the arcade hardware for that machine, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend the GameCube version.
And while I think Xbox is probably more powerful, I just don't think it's the right. It's not the right kind of processor for it. I think.
Again, that's like the old days with Super Nintendo and Genesis. The Genesis was obviously more powerful, like in spec-wise, it was more powerful. Period. But the but the Super Nintendo was just it had better games
and better audio.
Yeah,
better games, better audio, and a bigger color palette.
Yeah. And a larger talent group of people who knew how to
Yeah.
make games.
What the Genesis had was a faster processor, basically.
It had a
to-
faster
goddamn
processor,
marketing.
and it actually had
Yeah.
a full like CD level audio sound chip on it.
Mhm.
But people didn't know how to do it at the time.
And the speaker was terrible, so it didn't matter. It sounded like ass.
Yeah,
Great.
like we didn't know how to code for it, so we kind of got these weird tinny,
Like, if you
very
go look
eerie,
around,
very
there-
sharp sounds.
The
Yeah.
best sounding Genesis has the worst video, and the worst audio has the best video. So you have to get like a modded Genesis.
the best.
I- you
one
find-
and the
You
best
find
and
the one with
other.
the best audio, and then they
Like-
give a video mod to it, and it fixes the problem.
To prove what I'm talking about, there's a video you can go watch, and it's some anime video, and someone ported it to the Genesis. It's called Bad Apple,
Bad.
and someone got Bad Apple in its entirety to play, and it's a video, full motion video, to play on a Genesis, on an unmodded Genesis. And not only did it play the video at 60 frames per second, but it
Wow.
played it with CD audio.
Wow.
So, yeah, there you go.
Craziness.
That's
That's
because
the
the
power.
Sega CD is just a coprocessor on the Genesis.
Yeah. And, of course, there's all
Right.
people in the comments going like, "Why didn't if this was so amazing, why didn't we see games like this with full motion video and CD quality audio?" I'm like, because that video and that audio took up the entirety of the cartridge.
Yeah, exactly.
There we-
Because now we can
We either
push
had the
system-
game
People
or
don't.
one cutscene.
Now we can do emulation. We have memory is much bigger. We can literally have.
Oh yeah, the EverDrive or the
Yeah.
SD to
Sorry,
See,
Genesis.
that's the problem. People don't understand the so-called analog side of digital. Basically, like how much space shit
Yeah.
actually takes up.
Oh yeah.
You know, like video takes up the most space. The reason we had
memory
the-
card is about the size of a game or a Genesis cartridge, like
the
memory-wise.
reason we had so many full motion video games
Something like that. I think
in
it's
the
bigger.
90s wasn't necessarily because of any kind of big full motion video revolution. No, it was because game companies wanted to have their stuff on CDs because that was the big new thing, CD-ROMs. So the problem was games were tiny. They were only a few megabytes. Even the biggest games you have to install on your hard drive would only be like 10 megabytes. So they were like, we need to find a way to fill up all this space to make, to justify putting all this stuff on CD. So, video. That takes up a lot of space. Let's have really long cutscenes in full motion video, and that'll use up hundreds of megs. It'll be
Why do you
awesome.
think the Sega CD was so filled with FMV games?
Yeah,
Some of them were
CDI.
good. Some of them were terrible.
just to
be fair.
fill the
know.
space.
It was because Genesis games were like some of the largest Genesis games when they were measured in mega power at the time.
Speaking,
like
yeah,
the 10 mega power games, like the big giant mega hit games,
yeah.
were only like 10 megabytes.
Oh, I
we're
know.
talking-
Just that. They were actually rounded up.
Megabyte
Yeah.
CDs
Yeah,
with a 10 megabyte game on it.
yeah.
Those cards are sometimes like 9 and some change and just rounded up too. So
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Speaking of good FMV games on the Sega CD, can we please get an upgrade of Wirehead
and Sewer Shark.
and Sewer Shark?
Yeah,
But
we
tho-
got
those
Night
two-
Trap.
Road Avenger would be nice too, but those are the three I
That
want.
was- okay, thank you for reminding me. I was talking earlier about the EverDrives, the new SD card adapters for like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of those, we've been able to get to show off the power of the Genesis. There's someone actually ported Road Avenger
Oh
to,
yeah.
to the Genesis.
Nice. I remember.
So
Road
like,
Avenger.
the Sega CD, like just the regular Genesis,
Yeah.
and using the size of the SD to Genesis, it looks as good, if not better, than what you would find on the Sega CD,
Yeah.
which is kind of ironic.
Oh, Manic Prime says games are only about 8 kilobytes on the Intellivision. Yeah, and on the
Kilobytes.
on the Atari 2600 they were like 2, and then the big games were 4.
My text documents are bigger than that.
Yeah.
My text documents. That's
Oh, I know.
I remember back in the day
Those are complex too.
Yeah.
being so amazed that I had a floppy disk, one of the high density discs,
Oh.
and
yeah.
it had I remember I had the entirety of the Intellivision catalog on this high density floppy disk.
Yeah.
I could just pop in a floppy disk, and I had every single Intellivision game ever.
I had, I think I still have it somewhere, a complete collection, well, as far as I know, complete, of every Atari 2600 game. Now, the Atari 2600 had a massive library, like literally close to 1,000 games. I think it's about like 800 something total. And all of the ROMs for all 800 of those games, plus the emulator to run them on a PC, about 4.5 megabytes.
Like, and it includes all the ROM chip emulations. Every ROM's been dumped to a file, basically.
Yeah.
So literally the entire code of the hardware is in there.
Yeah.
4 megs.
Like 4.5, 5, no, almost 5 megs.
Sanity.
I know.
And Nintendo fits in less than like a couple hundred megs, I think. I think it
Yeah,
fits on
each successive generation they got bigger, but
it fits on a CD, I think, the whole fucking collection.
yeah. Well, the Nintendo is like the NES is also a massive library, and yeah, it's about a CD's worth.
1,000 games,
Okay.
1,300, I think.
Yeah.
Here's a nice perspective here. I have I got it off of archive.org. They had the No Intro collection, the 2013 No Intro collection.
Mm-hmm.
And a No Intro collection is just a prioritized list of ROMs, pretty much. And so this is a 37 gig file.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collection. So in the file, we have the following.
Mm-hmm.
And this is every ROM for these following systems: the American, Japanese, and European releases.
Uh-huh.
These are all the regions for these. And it's for the 2600, 5200, 7800, Jaguar, Lynx, Atari ST, the Bandai Wonder Swan Color, the Casio Loopy, the Casio PV1000, the ColecoVision, Commodore 64, 64 PP, the tapes, the Amiga +4, VIC-20, Arcadia 2001, the Entrix Adventure Vision, the Super Cassette Vision, the Fairchild Channel F, the Futrix Super Arcane, Game Pack GP32, the Vectrex Game, the Game Master Odyssey 2, MSX, MSX2, PC Engine, Super Graphics, Famicom, Game Boy Advance E-cards, Game Boy Color, N64, Nintendo, original NES, Pokemon Mini, SNES, Virtual Boy, N-Gage, Video Pack, RCA Studio 2, 32X, Game Gear, Master System Mark III, Mega Drive, Pico, SG-1000, Spectrum, Neo Geo Pocket, Pocket Color, Gamecom, Creative Vision, V-Smile, and
oh my God! Get to the end of the list already.
That was the last one. So, perspective.
Okay. Now, that said, that cannot be complete because I have an Amiga collection, like an only Amiga collection, that's about 20 gigs on its own.
Okay. These are all compressed, by the way, also.
So are mine. They're all zip files.
This is, I don't know, A to Z. This is about, wish I can do this one folder. So I also have all the Kickstart files.
So do I. The Kickstart files are like 5 megabytes.
Yeah, that's what let's see. I wonder what this is.
So you finished your pickups?
Oh, got it.
There, Garbage Game?
Yeah, a while ago.
Okay.
It's 2,756 files. Is Amiga.
Interesting. I don't have mine on hand. I can't check, but I know it was
and
huge. But it's not just games. Bear in mind, it's also it's utilities. It's mega demos. It's music modules. It's basically every piece of software they could get their hands on, like ever. Cover discs from magazines, CD-ROMs, which there weren't a lot of for the Amiga because it was kind of like just before CD-ROM really happened. But there's a few. Yeah.
So yeah, this is a collection of just games.
I figured. Okay. Skinslip. What'd you get this week? Or since the last time we did pickups, whenever that was.
So I got all these. I got the move. I got. Anyway, all right. So I spent $5.
Words.
I spent $5 at the garage sales today. For $1, I got one of these nifty analog flipper clocks.
Neat.
I'm using it as a prop.
That's awesomely old school. I love it.
I'm the video making at some point. And then for $2, I got complete inbox with instructions. Never used this VHS rewinder from Gemini.
Sweet. I've still
I
got one of
VHS
those.
rewinders, so a perfect brand new inbox.
I've still got one of those kicking around somewhere.
From Gemini?
No, I don't. Well, I don't remember. I've got a VHS rewinder.
I mean, it was like $15 online, nothing crazy. Then I got complete inbox with instructions. Casio HL807 electronic calculator. It actually works too. I tried it there and I was like, oh yeah, so you gotta turn it on. Ta-da! It's not gonna show up probably. Oh yeah,
it says solar calculator.
I don't think so. It uses batteries, I think.
Oh, it doesn't. It wasn't that little solar panels above it there, above the display.
That is there?
Oh no, never mind.
Oh, no.
I don't know how it does power. I'm not entirely sure.
Must be batteries then.
I don't know how to even get to the batteries. I bet there's corrosion.
The solar ones are really obvious. They have like little solar panels right above the display.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not solar. I'm gonna have to open this up and get the batteries out because I'm not gonna use it anytime soon.
It was like life changing when I got a solar calculator. It's like, oh my god, I don't ever need batteries again. But the sun is my battery.
This old lady was there, and I was trying to haggle her down to $3, but she just went $8, and I was like, okay, you win, $5 it is. All right, and then the only thing I also got through the Humble Bundle was having a sale, and I bought Steep, which is a snowboarding, skiing, parachuting. What else does it do? It does wingsuiting. There's a bunch of winter sports games on this open world map, basically. And you can just jump to any of the events and just you don't have to do the event. You just jump to the top of a mountain and just ski wherever you want. There's all sorts of hidden things to find and just having fun skating around, listening to podcasts and stuff. Oh.
What? That's outrageous, Duncan. He says sometimes you find calculators with fake solar panels and batteries inside.
What?
That's bullshit.
Also, last but not least, I got Black Panther, as we were discussing earlier.
Yay!
So yeah.
To my pickups as soon as I get my finger out of my nose. Just hold on.
That's everything. You can unselect me when you're done, too.
Okay, I'll do that now.
So I can pick my nose.
There you go. Have a good pick, my friend.
I will. Oh, feels so good. Oh, God.
Oh, dude, get it in there deep, yeah.
So yeah, I've been wanting Steep for a long time, and I didn't want to pay $30 for it because I know I'm going to put maybe 10 hours into it before I get bored. I've already put 2.5 hours in.
So I guess if we're including online purchases, I technically have 5 pickups. The 2 things I bought online this week, I got Dragon's Lair, the Steam version, so I could stream it for the marathon and also just to have a convenient version to play. Plus, it's got a few features that the other versions don't, which is kind of interesting. Like if you were here for the marathon, you may notice I played it in arcade cabinet mode, where it actually has like a mock-up of an original arcade cabinet. It's also the only way you can play it in 4:3 in high definition, so that was kind of cool. Then the other one I got also, so I could stream it, and also because I've been wanting to get it again for a while, was the Bard's Tale, which is the new remastered version, which looks really good. But I forgot just how slow things are in RPGs from that era. Like, he was like running in slow motion, and like it took forever. Like when there was a moment where the camera was supposed to be panning around the bar, getting everybody's reactions. It was just so slow. It's like, ha 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 ha.
I'm ready to see it.
Slowly zoom in. It's like, oh my god, like Pacing people. But yeah, anyway.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm watching you finally go through the motions.
But I will probably still play it anyway, because, I mean, overall, really fun game. Love the humor in it in particular. And the whole thing is narrated by Tony J, Megabyte himself, so can't go wrong there. Alrighty, so for regular pickups, got Volume 7 of Rick and Morty, because, you know, Rick and Morty. Gotta get some Rick and Morty. And that's it for the comics. And then for Blu-rays, I got Rick and Morty, Season 3, because, you know, Rick and Morty. Gotta get some Rick and Morty. And finally, I also got Black Panther. And if you were here for the pre-show on Twitch, I found it somewhat amusing, this sticker on the front that says, "Tons of bonus you didn't see in theaters." I was like,
yeah.
And I was like, of course you didn't see it in theaters, because you're in the theater. You just see the fucking movie in the theater, and then whatever's after the titles, and that's it. So, like, stay tuned after the movie for the making of featurette and gag reel. And deleted scenes. No. That sticker is stupid. I'm taking you
I would totally, by the way, if they did that in theaters, I would totally sit for that.
I absolutely would too, but that's never going to happen.
No, it's not. They want to get more showings of the movie, and I get it. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I would watch, like, oh, and right after, they have the documentary of the making of it. Like, fuck yeah, I'm staying for that shit.
So after seeing much badassery from Black Panther and the gang in Infinity War, really looking forward to watching this, because I have not seen it yet.
I mean, so. I didn't either. I was like, oh man, I really wish I had seen Black Panther first.
I know. I didn't expect them. Everybody's saying, oh, Black Panther doesn't really factor too heavily into Infinity War. It's like, well, he doesn't factor into it any more or less than anybody else in it. Like, it pretty much equals screen time there, folks.
They did a really good job about
there was like, Wakanda is not insignificant in that movie.
And I'm like, I want to know I bet they explain all this shit in Black Panther, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, why is there a shield? How come no one can see? Now, why does it look like a fucking forest until you fly through it? Like, nobody explained this shit.
There's some sly glances between characters indicating past history as well, which I'm assuming we find out all about in the movie.
Well, I saw images of, like, Black Panther and Captain America, so I'm assuming he's in that movie. Like,
see, here's the thing. What I don't understand is the timing of these releases. Like, I get how you wanted to release Infinity War at the top of the beginning of the summer season to just kind of jump right in there and get everybody's money right off the bat. But why did you have Black Panther come out, like, the week after Infinity War hits theaters? Why not have it the week before?
Right?
Just saying. That would have made a lot more sense. That anybody who missed Black Panther in the theater could be right up to date on the MCU movies and then go see Infinity War. So, like me and Skinslip. Yeah, apparently.
Look. I grew up reading comics that picked up in the middle of stories. I'm okay with this. I'm used to the shit.
Yeah, so. Me too.
Roll with the punches. Like, okay, it's some sort of weird hologram. They're hidden.
Like, you know there's something, and you're gonna. Yeah. But
I'm sure if I wanted to go back and check Black Panther's comics and figure out what the fuck's happening, but right now, Captain America's about to punch some dude in the face. I'm gonna read this now.
So Rosie and I are on track for our Monday movie marathon. We're gonna have a double bill of Black Panther and and Wonder Woman, and basically get our DC and Marvel on all in one fell swoop.
I'm coughing. That's weird. I'm so dissatisfied with the Warner films, but I have them all. So
yeah, I've heard
I have all the Marvel movies, which I love. What the fuck's wrong with me, guys?
Out of all of them, I've heard Wonder Woman is the best one to see. So,
oh, it is by a fucking mile. It's good.
So I'm really looking forward to checking it out.
When I saw that shit on a plane, and I'm like, this is really fucking good.
Also, I was actually a big fan of Wonder Woman growing up. I used to watch the old 70s show all the time as a kid. You know, Super Friends, all that. So, I still gotta watch the animated movie.
If I had to compare it in terms of not just like quality, but also just in terms of how the film plays out, I'd have to say it compares very well to the first Captain America movie from Marvel. Not the 90s one. Talking about the 2000s one.
What is it? Oh, I see what you're saying, Curlatin. To be fair, Sean, they put up Black Panther before Infinity Wars went out of theaters. Yeah, I guess. So, I mean, if we waited, we could have just got the Blu-ray Black Panther, watched that first, then gone to see Infinity War.
But not before a billion people fucking spoiled Infinity War for you, because...
Yeah. Thankfully, I somehow miraculously managed to avoid spoilers. Rosie and I... Was this last week? Did we mention this last week? I think so. Or no, we didn't, because it was Monday. Rosie and I finally saw Infinity War. We went on Monday. We caught an afternoon show. We basically caught like the 5:45 show. There was literally 6 other people in the theater besides us. And we managed to get pretty much the sweet spot for the both the 3D and the surround sound. I had a gift card, so it basically didn't cost me anything. Well, it was $57 total for us to go. Yes, movies are stupid expensive in Canada. So half of that was admission, the other half was food. I will never not get food when I go to see a movie in the theater. To me, that's just part of the experience. You get theater popcorn and a drink and some kind of chocolate item. It's just what you do. You need the full experience. Well, fuck you. Anyway, so that basically cleaned out the gift card, which was $50, and I had to shell out $7 out of my own pocket. Whoop-de-doo. So yeah, anyway, we saw it. It was great. I loved it. It's fantastic. Rosie and I both had a great time. We're definitely looking forward to part 2 when it comes out in, 2 more years. In the meantime, they had a trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Rosie and I both loved the first Ant-Man, so she was pretty stoked about that one. So, yeah, so good stuff. Good stuff. Very satisfied with that movie. Thought Josh Brolin was great as Thanos, and everybody. More than anything else, we've talked about in the past certain superhero movies getting overcrowded with characters, and that so easily could have happened with this one. Yet somehow, not only does this have a bigger cast of characters than any of those previous movies we've talked about being overcrowded in the past. I'm talking about stuff like Batman and Robin and Amazing Spider-Man 2, things like that, where they suffered from too many plots going on, too many stories. This did not feel crowded at all. It just felt like these are all characters who exist in this universe. And I think what really helped with that is the fact that all of them have had their own solo movies. So we have their backstory, we know, and they've all had little cameos of the other characters. So they've firmly established that universe and built it. So by the time we get to this point, we know these characters. We don't need any more than that, other than, okay, we know what this guy's about. He's going to help out in this way. And it was just amazing to see all of these classic Marvel characters brought to life on the screen all together in one massive, epic crossover event of doom. And it was fantastic. So we end on something positive. We started with a rant. We end on some joy.
So what you're saying is it's the opposite of Infinity. Tonight is the opposite of Infinity. Gotcha.
It is, yeah. This is something that pleases all of the fans. Old and new, young and old. Fans of the comics or fans of just the movies. Everybody is happy.
People who know nothing about comic books.
Everybody is happy.
I haven't even seen all the movies.
I mean, and this is the Marvel movies are a great example of how to do something like this, in that they've made it accessible to anyone who is not familiar with the comics, while at the same time being true to the spirit of the comics and the characters. So it is literally a franchise that pleases everybody, potentially. I mean, there's still people who hate it. Who's like, oh, I'm just sick of all this superhero crap. It's like, whatever. Anyway, I'm enjoying being a geek in this day and age, and us having our day in the sun, and I don't think it's going to go away.
Just the way you talked about how much you love the idea for the new Thundercats show, I mean, yeah, I can understand.
And good night,
going
everybody.
right now, right?
Man, I really hope they do something like a cartoon Dune with lots of humor.
Cartoon Dune.
Oh my god.
Lots of political, kid-friendly humor.
All I have to say
brain.
about the last thing I want to say about Thundercats ROAR is, I, metaphorically speaking, will absolutely eat crow if it's actually good. Absolutely.
What? Can we actually order you crow to eat, though?
No.
Oh.
Metaphorical.
I
You
need
can
to
order
eat.
me something
Yeah.
that is some type of food item that is edible and looks like crow.
Not actual
You know.
crow. See, what I was thinking was
Not actual crow.
rotisserie chicken would be a good substitution. Not to mention it's delicious.
It doesn't have to be delicious, but
No. You should slather it in. You should have to eat a piece of chicken with your least favorite sauce on it.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you get to eat
See-
the chicken, and it's not fun.
See, because because I was thinking I should do some kind of eating crow shtick for when I talk about the female doctor, because I did not one but at least two instances on video. You can go and watch it right now on YouTube, where I say the doctor will never be a woman. Never, never. That's not ever happening ever.
It
oh, we
shouldn't,
know. We know.
but
Yeah, you made
it was
so
just
many
a-
arguments that it shouldn't happen.
And it
Yeah.
shouldn't. Yeah,
you were saying it shouldn't. You were, yeah.
yeah.
I was like, okay, buddy.
I'm sure there's even more instances of that in InSaNiTy that I'd have to go digging for, but and I'm not
Oh yeah,
going
and there's
to.
probably instances of me. You can see my face, like, oh yeah. See what happens in a few years.
Probably around the same time you were saying, I hope they make Rom a woman, just to piss off Sean.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna find out
I
who's
still
writing
hope
that,
for
and
that.
I'm gonna tweet him so much over and over and over again.
The fans have made themselves clear. We want female Rom.
Rom with tits or get the fuck out.
That's right. Romette. Romita?
yeah.
No, John Romita. Wonderful artist.
Romita. Yeah, we call it Romita. It's a it's
Romita.
a reference.
It's a sly wink. Alrighty. Well, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. Those of you sticking around, I'm probably going to do some streaming. Got some... I don't know what I'm going to do. I got some stuff I need to get done. Maybe some more editing, maybe some filming. I haven't quite decided yet. But I will be here. Don't really feel like gaming at the moment because I did so much yesterday. Yeah. Jail's still trying to hit the jar. Here we go. He's trying it with one. Here we go. 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 Oh, 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 God. Oh, 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 my God. There we go. Finally.
Wow. That
Good
was an
job.
ordeal.
Good job, JL.
This is not for me to say this.
Good job.
Down. Oh my god. Oh, wait. And it's in. Oh my god, man.
Wonderful.
Impressive.
Thank you so much for introducing us to the jar, Stout. Just giving us so much entertainment. I think the first 10 minutes of the show were just us.
Laughing about.
Is it going to
people
go
failing.
in? Is it going to go in?
That's what she said.
Oh, excellent. It's getting pretty full, too. Once it hits the top, apparently you guys can do things to it. I don't know what, but...
That's what she said again.
Wow.
You keep saying it.
On that note, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. Thanks for coming out. And until next time, thanks for chatting. And sayonara.
Penis in the jar.
She didn't say that.